We wanted to start with something fun just because, I mean, let's face it, the Lions have everybody bummed out. Both our college teams are on bye week. And we do have something Pistons and Wings related on the court, on the ice, but we're going to do it at 3. I had to bring something up. This is just fun. It's nothing crazy serious, but why is it our teams in this town can never come up with cool alternate jerseys? Kenny was showing me earlier. The NHL unveiled, and I don't know what these are called. Are they alternates? Are they neighborhood? Are they reverse retro? Whatever it is. Every NHL team unveiled a third jersey. And I know it's all marketing. It's just a way to get fans to spend more money. But when things are cool, we do. And, I mean, you look at some of the teams, and even teams that really don't even have a history. You know, Vegas, cool. The Hurricanes, cool. Ottawa Senators one, super cool. My Islanders, I mean, they brought back the Fishermen. Great. When I tell you the Red Wings have the worst jersey of this graphic, it's not even close. And it's not that it's just ugly or bad. It's boring. It's the same thing the Pistons always do. Now, look, you may like the Pistons' regular uniforms. I do not. I've said they've needed a rebrand for over a decade. But, like, their third jerseys. Hey, look, it's racing stripes. It's 313. It's like, wait, Phoenix is running around in, like, Art Deco Valley jerseys. You know, the Jazz would be running around in, like, their mountain throwbacks. The Nets get Basquiat artwork or Coogee sweaters. I mean, like...
I like the Predators.
Right. So, like, when you look at that graphic, the Florida Panthers, the Canucks, the Penguins, going back to the Ulf Samuelsson editions, for a town that has always embraced swag, why do our teams have none of it? The Lions never do anything cool. Like, we see these third helmets, the alternate uniforms. Like, the Niners have an unbelievable third uniform. The Giants brought back the bar helmet. Arizona wore those sick black helmets with the red sprinkles in there, whatever you want to call it. What do the Lions do? Nothing. And the Tigers, forget it. They're the only team as boring as the Yankees.
Well, they once had the Tiger come out the D.
And people revolted.
And that's the problem, is because whenever you do anything in this town and it's different, instead of just saying, you know what, let me take a look at it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Also,
it's tradition, and what's wrong with the tradition and the colors and how it was, and this is what my grandfather liked and his father. And it's like, guys, they're going to wear this probably 10 times.
Right.
So get over it.
Like, the Pistons tried with the teal. People ripped it. And let's face it, I think I like the teal because most people don't. I like the teal because it's just not the regular jersey. The reality is you can't make the teal full-time. It's a clearly outdated early to mid-'90s, everyone's wearing turquoise.
I didn't like the teal because the teal just reminded me of bad basketball. Right. It's like telling a Michigan fan, hey, you want to wear Adidas jerseys again? How about no? Because that reminds you of a bad era. That's why you didn't win. Like the Niners alternate jersey, that was the Steve Young Super Bowl jersey
sweet.
that they wore, that they were only supposed to wear it once, and then they told the NFL, tell us how much to write the check for because we're never taking these jerseys off that season. And the NFL just said, screw it, you guys can wear them. But you're right. See, I was in the mind. I did like the Pistons, that the silver or the gray jerseys that they would wear every other Sunday. Ugh. I like those. They were different. The Motor City jersey. Oh, because you're not wearing them every game. You're wearing them on Sunday.
But my point is there's no team in this town that makes you want to go out and buy their gear. Think about it. I mean, the Red Wings have one of the better original 6 logos, right? It's classic.
Oh, wow.
What?
Buffalo.
Cool, right?
Kenny, I like this.
Yeah, you can say that about basically every other team on there except for Chicago, because Chicago looks almost exactly the same as Detroit. Every other one is almost better exclusively.
I mean, it's like you going with the Northwestern Wildcat Charlie Brown sweater.
It's ugly. It's ugly, and it looks identical to a different one. Why can't we have nice things?
Is this like what the original sweater looked like?
Guys, think about it. If we had a bonus code where you could get a free piece of swag from any of the local teams, I think you'd all end up getting the same thing. You'd get a Tiger hat because it's classic, because it's iconic, because it's one of the best hats in the league. But outside of that, nobody wants to buy anything from our local teams. because they are all boring and bland and outdated, and even the third jerseys stink.
You want to know why? Because at least I'll give the Pistons credit. The Pistons try to cater to the younger crowd, whereas the other people are still caring about the older crowd. And that's why, you know what, let's just keep it classic. The Thanksgiving Day jersey, like people fawn over those things. Like you couldn't get more basic than the Lions Thanksgiving jersey. It's just, blue and gray and a gray helmet. Oh, it's classic. Like, or maybe you try something new, or maybe you try something different.
Well, you use the word try. This doesn't even look like they tried. This was just...
No, Kenny, this looked as if they tried to market to the original 6.
You can just say it.
It's bad.
I like this Florida one.
You know what?
Right, with the palm tree on it?
And the golf club.
Not
no, it's the
bad.
hockey stick, sorry.
Since you said that, Mike, and since
State of Florida, it ought to be a wheelchair and an oxygen tank.
since I heard the rumors drop, I'll just go ahead and say it. You're right. This city is full of swag, but the people in charge of the team swag aren't looking like me.
Brad
I'm
and
sorry.
Chad.
They aren't.
So what, you mean Rod Wood does not think that the Lions need some swag?
No way. That's the problem, I think.
I wanted to ask the question. We wanted to have a little fun. I mean, because truly, I look at it from my own repertoire of sports apparel.
The fisherman.
Oh, he's back. Ziggy Palfy is going to be dropping the puck. But, guys, if you're out there in listener land, do you even buy team apparel? I mean, think about this. The Wings, one time in their life, did something cool, which was when they played in the Winter Classic, and they had a different Old English D, beautiful jersey. They sold some kick-ass hats. I have one. Awesome. Outside of that, what have any of our teams done recently that makes you want to go buy any of this? And it's like the NHL, I give them credit. The NBA, I give them credit. They have really gotten aggressive with alternate jerseys, whether it's the city editions, the neighborhood editions, the legacy editions. I think Kenny said these are called reverse retro, whatever it is. And our teams can't even get that right.
No.
I want to be able to buy some stuff. I don't know if you're aware of this. I like hats. I got a zillion of them. I don't want to spend money on any of our teams. The stuff is hideous.
Right, but once again, you look at the demographic makeup of the people who go to the Wings game, and swag is probably not what they're looking for. They're looking for classic look, which is why...
Yeah, but look at the demographic of the people who go to the other hockey games. I'm sorry, I must have missed it.
Yeah, but, you're an original 6 team, so there's a little bit of...
Can I say this without you getting angry?
It means... Go for it.
It doesn't mean anything. Let me help you.
You know what? Yeah, I'm trying to stick up for the fans.
You don't need to. It doesn't mean anything anymore. Nobody cares. You know what it means? It means something to 70 in Saskatoon. I'm a Yankee fan. They were playing baseball when Abe Lincoln was in office. It doesn't mean anything.
Now,
it doesn't matter.
Is this going to be like the other Wings alternate jerseys they never wear? Because I've seen the black jerseys and things like that, and they never wear them. So that's why I don't really care what the Wings do, because it's for the fans to have something different to wear to the games.
I just wish we could have something cool where you're like, I need that. There's an I need that factor that's missing from our local sports scene. And I know our teams have been bad for a while, but plenty of bad teams have cool gear. Like the Memphis Grizzlies with the rebrand that they went through, it coincided with their rebuild. Now their stuff is pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. And that's a nondescript market, a team with no history.
I look at the Buccaneer and their rebrand. And when they went to the red and pewter, they got good all of a sudden. So, no, I've said that for the longest, but we are so hell-bent on tradition and classic. And when you tell Detroiters, there's not a ton of tradition. You get tradition when you win. And, your Yankees and the Pinstripes, tradition, classic.
I know.
World Series titles, you win. When you do the Steelers and that helmet with the logo only on one side,
right, but even the Steelers, their color rush uniforms are awesome. The all blacks with the oh, hold on, I know TJ loves those too. The Steelers should go full time.
Well, think about it.
Black with the yellow numbers. You remember the night they debuted those when Le'Veon Bell was good?
Yes,
and he wasn't getting robbed in his hotel room or boxing.
He wasn't getting robbed. He knew those girls. Anyway, but the Lions did that. But unfortunately, it coincided with 0-16 when they rolled out the black jersey.
Answer my question.
Yeah.
If I gave you a Mikey coupon and you had to select something from our local teams to wear, what the hell would it even be if it's not a Tiger hat? See, he can't even come up with something.
What? I do like just the regular Wings jersey. I like that. Just the wing wheel.
The red one?
I do. The wing wheel, but I hate to, I sound like a hypocrite. It's a nice, classic, clean
I
look.
get it, but it's okay to update things for special uniforms.
Yeah, for
and
special
stuff.
look. Absolutely.
Look at the NFL finally getting hip. They've seen what the NBA and the NHL are doing. They're allowing third helmets. They're allowing new things. Look at the Lions. We don't do nothing.
They don't have a third helmet. They don't have
They got
any.
nothing.
Well, no, but I told you. Remember when I showed you that one that was like the Honolulu blue on blue?
They are never going to wear
And I'm
those.
like, that thing looks sweet. Like, I would actually buy that helmet.
They're
Because
never going to do that.
it's very similar to the MSU green on green, but it was the Honolulu blue on blue. Like,
Let me throw
okay.
the number out. I just wanted to have some fun before we get into, again, none of this
But they
is
remember,
serious.
the Lions had the black jersey, and I did like those.
Those are horrible.
And people hated them, but I don't think they hated the jersey, Mike. It's because they lost. They were a bunch of losers when they wore those jerseys.
But they wore the black jerseys, but they didn't update the font of the numbers. So it just looked like this thing that they painted with a Sharpie. It just wasn't done
You
right.
know what? Mistakes were made.
That's fair. 248-539-9797. I want to hear from the people on it.